Yo, what's going on, fellas? Welcome into the Wednesday edition here of the Payoff Pitch. I'm, of course, Jason, riding solo today. No Hockey Squirrel today. Do not know where the squirrel is today. I don't know where the squirrel is today, so we'll go ahead and do this show solo today. We, of course, will run through all the innings and give you guys, or we around here, I guess I'll be doing it solo today, giving you guys all the best to try and help you guys out. Boy, let's jump into this first inning, call it quick hits, just like to kind of get the opening thoughts of what's going on today's slate. First of all, let's talk about yesterday's. Man, it was a heartbreak. How did your guys' bets go yesterday in the MLB? Did you guys cash your bets? Did you have any heartbreak like I did? How about that NRFI? Took one pitch to lose the NRFI. That's it. Rojas, first pitch, home run. That's up. Unfortunate stuff because I know it was relatively speaking 6 up, 6 down. I know Christian Walker got a single, but after that it was nothing. He didn't move past first base, so just lost it on the absolute first pitch. It's been a while since I've lost the NRFI on a first pitch, so I know that happened one time last season. I remember it, but hadn't happened to me so far this season. So unfortunate stuff right there. Did anybody do that Phillies Brewers moneyline parlay with me? Looking pretty good, right? Phillies handle business 3-2, close game, but they were able to pull it out there in the end. And the Brewers were just handling business all day against the Rockies, up 6-1, headed into the 8th inning. Gave up a 5 spot. Not only did they give up a 5 spot in the 8th inning, the dude only threw 8 pitches. I couldn't do that if I tried. Couldn't give up 5 runs on 8 pitches. Like, how does that even happen? Everybody's just seeing like, all right, here comes this bum. Throw it down here. Bam. Just tee it up and smack it out. So, yeah, two tough losses for me yesterday on that NRFI. And then, again, the Brewers collapse. Even, went to extra innings. They got a run. But, again, a lot of teams get extra innings, or a lot of teams get runs in extra innings with the runner starting on second base. But tough stuff yesterday in the MLB. Hopefully the MLB today can treat us a little bit kinder today. So, all right, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on to the second inning. I'm going to take a couple games. I'm going to break them down and try and provide you guys some bets along the way. You guys remember we did yesterday that Red Sox-Rays game? You guys remember yesterday we were on the Red Sox F5 team total? Well, we follow the stats. So today it's time to flip and go to the other side and back to Rays on the F5 team total. You can do so at over 1.5 runs at minus 150. Rays are hot. Second best team right now versus right-handed pitching, hitting .298, slugging .473 with an OPS of .825 versus right-handed pitching. They've gone against this guy, Nick Pivetta, twice already this season. They faced him August 28th, so what was that, about 10 or so days ago? He went 5 innings pitched, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs, and 2 home runs. They saw him earlier on in the month of July, much of the same, 5.2 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs. So there's nothing that tells me they can't do the damage again today against Nick Pivetta. They've done it twice already so far this season. They're swinging hot bats right now versus right-handed pitching. So I'll gladly take Rays F5 team total. And let me actually pull up a live line because this was at 2.5, and I was like just kind of doing the research and making sure I wanted to make the bet. And then it dropped to 1.5 for, I don't know who's looking at the stats and betting the under. I just want to see if it's 2.5, then I'll give it out at 2.5 right now. But if it's still 1.5. 1.5 runs at minus 150. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and give it out there. I don't know. It was at 2.5 at plus money. I was going to give it out there, and I was shocked to see it dropped by the time I went to place the bet. But public did us a favor right there in betting the under and getting us to get one less run. So we'll gladly take the public's favor right there. All right, let's go ahead and now move over to the Rangers and the Astros. I like this F5 over 4.5 here in this game. Lots of familiarity. Love the familiarity, obviously, between these pitchers and these clubs and the success that they've had. Then you want to add in the fact that the Astros are decent right now versus left-handers. They're not smoking left-handers. They're not hot right now versus left-handers, but they're decent, hitting 265. And this Cole Ragans, they had success against him. He's only had 4 major league starts. One of those already came against the Astros, and they had tons of success against him. So like that. And then we got Javier on the mound here for the Astros. Just went up against the Rangers. So we obviously love that familiarity. So 2 good hitting teams. All these hitters are going to know the pitchers from a starting pitching standpoint. That's all we obviously care about here on this F5 over. So I think it's a great play. Rangers, Astros, F5 over 4.5 runs. All right, guys. It's time to shut up and pitch. pitching props. I got something for the first time today, and it comes in the 7th inning. It comes in a little bit later, coming to a stretch. I've got 4 pitching props in that one section. There's a game that I'm just completely dialed in at. I've got 4 bets in one game. So because of that, the 4 pitching props, I don't have a lot in this section. I got Zach Greinke under 1.5 walks, but for whatever reason, the sportsbooks are scared to give it. You guys know Zach Greinke. He's our guy. He's absolutely our guy. We don't have it. We don't have any props right now for Zach Greinke or Cody Morris, to be a matter of fact, and I just wanted to look right now while we were speaking, and that's still the case. So if you guys see Zach Greinke under 1.5 walks, you guys know it's treating us extremely well all season long. There's no reason to not like it again today based on the stats. So you see Zach Greinke under 1.5 walks, you know I'll grab it, so you should go ahead and grab it yourself. Otherwise, I'm interested in DeGrom strikeout prop. It'll be a high number, but the Pirates strike out a ton, absolutely a ton. So we're not getting any props for that game. You actually can't even bet the money line for that game on some sports books because the Pirates haven't announced a starter. They've got a doubleheader today against the Mets, but I'm certainly interested in that. And the other one I was interested in, let me just pull my phone up. Oh, yeah, Spencer Strider. So Spencer Strider up against the Athletics. The Athletics are actually hitting right-handers really good. I think you saw that yesterday in that game. What did it end? It ended 10-9. Oakland's smoking right-handers, but they're still striking out versus right-handers. So I think that's why you can play Spencer Strider's strikeout number. But I'd be scared today. I mean, they should win. The Braves are also smoking left-handed pitching right now, so maybe that's an angle where you do an F5 over. I know that could be scary to some. But we've seen Strider give up runs. It's not like this guy's immortal or anything. He's just going to strike out a ton along the way, but he's going to give up runs if he faces the right competition. I think, again, today, you saw it yesterday with those Athletics. This could be another day where you like an F5 over. So those are a couple spots I like on the pitching market. I'll kind of be eyeing the sports books just like you guys all day long. And if I pull the trigger, you guys will know it because you're following me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. All right, let's go ahead and now move to the 4th inning, long shots. And I should have put this actually in my opener of quick hits, and I actually meant to. I sent it in a tweet. When I sent the tweet out for this video link, I struggled with today's slate. Let me just comb through and look at these dogs. How about those Diamondbacks yesterday? We plucked them out yesterday at plus 150. Heartbreak yesterday. 9th inning. Guy gave up 2 runs, and the Padres stole one from the Diamondbacks. Thought we had a good dog yesterday there on the Diamondbacks. Let's see. What were the dogs we liked today? Of course, I like the Orioles. I always like the Orioles, and I'm not scared of Alek Manoah, not one bit. You guys know how I feel about the Blue Jays. You guys know how I feel about the Orioles. It didn't work out yesterday, but you got runs. I told you guys I like the over in that game more. The over cash. I still like the over in Blue Jays versus Orioles, but I like the Orioles as a dog today. I got no problem with those Orioles as a dog today. The other one, what was it? Not the Tigers. They're not hitting left-handers. We know that. We lost the bet on Monday with the Tigers and the left-handers. Rockies. That was it. The Rockies. The Rockies right there. Obviously, they were able to snatch one away from us yesterday. That has no bearing on why I like the Rockies today. We follow the numbers. We all know how the Rockies have been good against left-handers. They're not crushing left-handers in this current moment, but they're good enough to where I think that they're a good dog today against the Brewers, so you can look for the Rockies today. All right, 5th inning, we call it keep swinging. How about that cash yesterday, guys? Hunter Dozier under. First time all season long, we decided to take a stab at a guy not being able to get a hit. He had 3 at-bats against Shane Bieber, and he didn't do a damn thing. He didn't absolutely do a damn thing. Today, though, I actually like some guys that can get a hit. What about Charlie Blackmon? Mentioned why we like the Rockies today as a dog. Well, Charlie Blackmon is certainly a part of that. Going up against Eric Lauer there of the Brewers, he's 12 for 22 for a 5.46. He's only got 2 strikeouts against Eric Lauer. And this is a guy, Blackmon, that you wouldn't think about it, but his batting average versus left-handers is actually better than right-handers. Hey, you wouldn't think about that, right? Because Blackman's a left-hander in his own right, so you would think that would be an advantage to the hitter, but he hits left-handers really well. So Charlie Blackmon, again, only 2 Ks and 22 at-bats against Lauers. He's got 3 doubles, 2 home runs away. You could look at him as a over 0.5 hit parlay piece. You could also look at him as an over 1.5 total bases. I think both of those are good. If you need somebody to parlay him with, what about Ketel Marte there of the Diamondbacks? He's going up against Yu Darvish. He's hitting .417 against Yu Darvish, 10 for 24 in his career. So those are 2 guys I would look forward to maybe do some damage today. Home run, speaking wise, nothing really spoke or stood out of guys that I project that can really get some home runs based off the stats. So those are just 2 guys I like, whether it's total bases or over a 0.5 hit parlay. I think both of those guys will go ahead and come through for you. All right, 6th inning. It's a steal. Not another good day for Nerfies. Just not a good day for Nerfies. And guys, anybody else still pissed off about that Nerfie yesterday? One pitch. One pitch. We know you can lose a Nerfie on one pitch, but I didn't think it was going to be the first pitch of the game. Let me at least look at two. So hopefully we can see two pitches on tonight's Nerfie. How about Blue Jays Orioles? Blue Jays Orioles is going to have to be the best Nerfie of the day. The Blue Jays are 19th in runs scored in the first inning. Orioles are 26th. Manoah's on the mound. He's got great numbers in the first inning. He's got 35 Ks and 26 starts. Just got outstanding stuff. The Orioles just made a pitching change. They've coming off Kremer. Now they're going to go ahead and throw Tyler Wells into the mix. I'll go ahead and trust Tyler Wells that can hold down this Nerfie. So I'll go ahead and do a Blue Jays Orioles Nerfie, and the best price is minus 122 if you're interested in that Nerfie. All right, 7th inning now. It's coming to a stretch. My phone I think I need to go. Okay, I just let the phone ring. I do kind of need to get that phone. I was expecting our contractor. We're remodeling our man, I really need to get that. That's not good. Oh well. So that happens right there. All right. 7th inning, coming to a stretch. This is I'm excited for, and if you guys want to build a same game parlay, I think you're well within your right to build a same game parlay on this game. I didn't. I just found an angle here with the pitching props, and to be quite honest, I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with it. The matchup is Marlins versus Phillies. We've got two left-handers on the mound, so it was easy to do the research when you got like that. Phillies, these are these numbers versus left-handers. They're hitting .301. On base is .362, slugging .423, OPS is .785. You want to find where the Marlins are at? How about going all the way down at the very, 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 very bottom? The very bottom. They're hitting .143 versus left-handers. OBP is only 231, slugging .243, and OPS is .474. Those are just god-awful numbers. And they got 80 plate appearances versus left-handed pitching. So it's not like they've gone long periods of time without seeing a left-hander. They've been seeing left-handers. 80 is a good sample size for its left-handed pitching in the last 10 days. So they're just not getting it done. The Marlins are also striking out at 29.1%. Damn near 30% of the time they're striking out. So you're almost going to get a K every inning. Marlins, I think, are absolutely in trouble with how they stack up today against the Phillies. So this is what I like in this game. I like 4 bets, and I'm just going to go ahead and bet them all. I don't really care. So Trevor Rogers, under 4.5 Ks. Let's pull up Trevor Rogers. Let's pull up the back of his baseball card. He's gone up against these Phillies 3 times this season. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 1 home run, 4 Ks. So we like our under 4.5 Ks. Faced them again in the month of June. 3.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 home run, 2 Ks. So obviously we like under 4.5 Ks. Then he faced them earlier on the season back in April. 1.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 7 runs, 3 Ks. So he's already faced this Phillies teams 3 times this season, and under 4.5 Ks is cashed every single time. So give me that bet at plus money. I absolutely like that. Not a guy that's got a lot of strikeout stuff anyways. And we just talked about how the Phillies are smoking left-handed pitching right now. So love Trevor Rogers staying under 4.5 Ks. I also like Trevor Rogers over 4.5 hits allowed. I mean, cashed in his last start against the Rays, cashed in 2 of the 3 starts against the Philadelphia Phillies. The only reason it didn't cash against the Phillies all the way back in April, hell, he walked 4 batters. He wasn't having a good outing. And also the Phillies are a pretty good, decent team against left-handed pitching. So, I mean, just go down his hits allowed. 5, 8, 7, 6, 7, 5, 5, 6, 5, 8, 4, 5, 5, 6. Now, there's a lot of over 4.5 hits allowed by Trevor Rogers. So you're going to give me that bet at plus money too? Sign me up. Let's go ahead and look at the other side. Bailey Falter. His last 3 outings, 6.1 innings pitched, 6 innings pitched. I'll go ahead and take over 16.5 outs. Are you kidding me? The dude's done it in his last 3 starts, and now he's getting the worst team versus left-handed pitching. They're so far damn below the Mendoza line. They're below 150. They're hitting 143. Of course, this guy, I think, can go. Actually, his last 4 starts. It looks like his last start in July, too, was 6 innings pitched. So now you're getting the worst team and the left-handers. Love Bailey Falter over 16.5 outs. And I'm going to go ahead and think that he can get over 5.5 strikeouts at plus 123. His last 2 starts, 6 and 6. One of those against the Diamondbacks, who we like the Diamondbacks this season against left-handed pitching. He struck out 6 Diamondbacks. He struck out 8 Pirates. He struck out 5 Cubs. He struck out 6 Nationals. Nationals have been a good strikeout team in terms of not striking out. Again, now he's facing the worst team, and they're striking out 29.1%. to go along with that 143 batting average. So I'm rolling with all 4 bets in that game. So I'll obviously get them at the end in terms of written form, but I'll rifle them off again. Trevor Rogers under 4.5 Ks at plus 110. Trevor Rogers over 4.5 hits allowed at plus 110. Bailey Falter over 16.5 outs at minus 105. And Bailey Falter over 5.5 Ks at plus 123. I started on DraftKings building the same game parlay. And, you know, if like one of these don't work out, like, I guess the advantage is you're only risking 1 unit. I'm risking 4 units, but you lose one leg and you lose everything. I like all these, and 3 of these are at plus money. I expect all 4 to cash. Obviously, I love how the research lines up with the numbers that the sports books are providing us. So, all right, I'll go ahead and do them all. Parlay me. Time to give these guys a parlay. I think Squirrel's kind of said this kind of best. You get to this point of the season, we all know who's good. You know, I mean, we all know who's good, right? Cardinals, they're a good parlay piece today. Yankees in game 2 with Garrett Cole. Mets with Jacob deGrom in game 2 is a good parlay piece. Obviously, I like the Phillies to really stick it, you know, to the Marlins and beat up on the Marlins in a big way. So I like that. The Braves, I like the Braves to beat the Athletics, but like I said earlier when I talked about Strider's strikeout number, I think that one could be high scoring, just like yesterday when it was 10-9. The Athletics are swinging a good bat right now versus right-handers. You add in the fact that the Braves are swinging a hot bat right now versus left-handers. I still think the Braves get it done, but it could certainly be a little bit of a sweat like yesterday's 10-9 game. But in the end, if you're picking a winner, yeah, you're going to go ahead and side with the Braves. I mean, they're certainly the better team. So, yeah, you want to do the Phillies, you want to do the Yankees game 2, you want to do the Cardinals. I think all those are well within your right, you know, to go ahead and do a parlay. The Phillies somehow are only at minus 155 against the Marlins. I guess it's because of that bad bullpen, but Marlins have a bottom 3 bullpen right now in the last 10 days. So I wouldn't be scared of the Phillies. So, all right, let me go ahead and throw up my bets, and then let's talk about all these games from a rapid fire perspective right here. Where are my bets? There they are. I am going to go ahead and roll with all the ones I mentioned there, kind of running through the menu. Blackmon, I think, was the main one that I didn't say I was on. Well, as you can see, I'm fully on Blackmon. He's destroying Eric Lauer. So, you know what? I saw a tweet yesterday. It said, I can't remember the 3 Rockies players. It was CJ Cron, Blackmon, and there's a guy that I think his last name is like Diaz or something for the Rockies. They all 3 have a better batting average versus left-handed pitching, and Craig Counsell sent his left-handed closer out. I get it. Your closer, you can't do anything which-handed he is. But you look at the lineup to where the Rockies are. Like, what the hell are you doing sending Taylor, or is it Taylor or Trevor Rogers? Whatever it is. What are you doing sending him out there? That's where you gotta, as your manager, look at the game. Just don't knee-jerk and throw your closer out there. Go get a right-hander. Like, what are you doing? Obviously, I'm pissed because I had the Brewers on the money line too, so that doesn't help. But seriously, like, just look at the stats, man. Like, here I am all season long, been betting baseball for 5 months. I'm betting into the numbers, and Craig Counsell's throwing his left-handed closer out there in the lineup where he's getting 3 Rockies players that all hit left-handers better than right-handers. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Baseball's funny stuff. Let's jump in these comment sections and let's run through rapid fire. Adrian, I uploaded a video on TikTok. Can you even put these up? I hate how we can't. Here, let's actually turn this Twitter crap off at the bottom. Everybody knows my Twitter handle by now. Let's turn this crap off and this crap off so we can read these comments. Perfect. There you guys go. I did upload already a TikTok streak. So if you're hanging out with me on TikTok, it's a single play. It's not a parlay. Yeah, you kind of said it right there. You're running cold and you're doing parlays. Stop doing parlays. But I'm not sure I'm the guy to give you advice. I did my daily show this morning on YouTube. I was trying to go off the top of my head. I don't think I've had a profitable day since Friday. So we're running cold together, Adrian. It's sports betting. It's a long game. We'll fight our way out of it, man. It just makes the hot streak feel that much better. But we'll get our way out of it. Have no fear, my man. Nice. Yeah. Trevor Rogers has been getting crushed by the Phillies today. If you're going to tail any of those bets, yeah, you tail Trevor Rogers one, just like D-Gent is on it. So good stuff. All right, let's go ahead, guys. Let's jump through this rapid fire, and then you guys can enjoy your day. Let's see it. All right, kick it off here. Oh, man. reading the first game even brings back pain. Remember yesterday, Mets Pirates under 8.5, and we got a dumb, meaningless 8th inning 2-run home run to lose our under 8.5. All right, it's under 8.5 again today. It's Mets and Pirates. Mets minus 245, Pirates plus 205. Pirates coming up with a nice upset. I think Squirrel even said he was on the Pirates yesterday. There's a reason he was on the Pirates yesterday. Whenever you're on an under, you're generally going to like an underdog if you're on an under. I was on the under yesterday. I'm on the under again today. I mean, even though I got burned yesterday, I'm going to go back to the stats and still like an under today. In terms of a winner, I don't even know who Dwayne Underwood Jr. is, to be quite honest. So I'm just going to stick to the under. Mets are still struggling. You saw it yesterday. There's a reason why I like the under. Yeah, unfortunately, we got burned, I think, in that 8th inning. But I still like the under today. All right, Twins and Yankees, over-under of 7.5. Twins plus 125. Yankees minus 145. This is what you see in September, too. September call-ups. Louis Varland. Anybody ever heard of that guy? I never heard of him. I never heard of him. Got Domingo Germán on the mound there for the Yankees. Is this guy even right-handed or left-handed? Let's even see what handed he is, because that will make a difference if I say over and under right here. He's a right-hander. I'll take the over. I'll take the over in that. So I'll take the over in that. But that being said, I mean, ain't nobody going to have seen this guy. I've never heard of Louis Varland, so... but I'll still take the over. I love the Twins bats. I love the Yankees bats versus a right-handed pitcher. Domingo Germán is not all that great, so I see each starter probably giving up 2-3 runs. So now you're at 6. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the over right there. All right, let's do Brewers Rockies next with an over-under of 12. Brewers minus 135. Rockies plus 115. I think the Rockies are a good underdog, and over 12 looks obviously great with 2 left-handers on the mound there, and Eric Lauer and Kyle Freeland. You guys heard the Squirrel mention it yesterday, so it makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense taking it over in that game with 2 left-handers in that ballpark with these 2 bullpens. Yeah, over 12 is a lot of play. I think he even gave it out at 11.5. So the over is even, they've been going up. So that makes sense with the stats and the starters. So yeah, that makes sense right there. So, all right, Braves and Athletics, over under of 7.5. Braves minus 280. Athletics plus 230. I'll stick with the over. I'll stick with the over. Braves hitting left-handers. We got Waldichuk on the mound. We talked about him last time. He ruined our NRFI last week. Braves really good versus left-handers, so I like it. And the Athletics are good versus right-handers. And again, you saw that yesterday. So I'll take over 7.5. We got the Tigers and Angels up next with an over-under of 8.5. Tigers plus 180. Angels minus 210. Broke my heart, guys. We're not on the Tigers F5 team total, but I bet in the numbers. And while the Tigers have been extremely good to us, we now have lost only 2 bets this season, backing the Tigers versus left-handed pitching. It's dropped off, and I think it's dropped off in a big way. Or let me rephrase that. I don't think it's dropped off in a big way. It has dropped off in a big way. Just look at the numbers. They didn't get anything against a left-hander on Monday night. Sandoval is better than Jose Suarez is, so I'm going to assume the Tigers can't do much again today. So I'll go ahead and take the Angels on the run line. Drew Hutchison is not all that good at all. So Angels on the run line will be the play for me in that game. Giants and Dodgers over under 8. Giants plus 205. Dodgers minus 245. Cobb versus Kershaw. Easy pull here for Dodgers run line. Just the Giants just generally speaking continue to struggle and not a good left-handed hitting team. So while the Dodgers are struggling a little bit in their own right now versus right-handers, I'm still going to back the better team by far, so I'll take the Dodgers on the run line. White Sox and Mariners up next, over-under of 7. White Sox plus 165. Mariners minus 195. Over-under of 7. Let's see. Kopech, Castillo. I like the Mariners. White Sox are doing better right now versus right-handers, but I do like Castillo. He's had a nice little transition over to Seattle. I'm going to stick with the Mariners. I think they could be a good parlay piece, but I'm going to do over 7 because I'm expecting the Mariners to hit Kopech because Kopech's just not all that great. And the White Sox are hitting right-handers really, really good right now. So I'll go over 7 on that game. Oh, now we do actually get a Mets part. Let's see what DeGrom's strikeout number is here. Okay, so we don't have any pitching props. They just have thrown the game up with really not anything else. But we can skip it. Nobody needs me to hear me say take the Mets in game 2 with DeGrom on the mound. Hell, it's minus 365 on the money line. So let's go ahead and skip that game. I would take another under though, of course. Although I hate taking unders in game 2 of a doubleheader because like the players have like warmed up, so to speak, in game one. I don't really like taking unders there, or I don't really like taking unders in game two. So, yeah, of course, everybody. Man, the run line's minus 200. A run line's minus 200. You just got to take Jacob deGrom on his strikeout prop whenever that number comes out. Pirates strike out a ton. If you want to bet that game, just take deGrom over his strikeout prop. Pirates strike out a ton. So, all right, Red Sox Rays over under of 7. Red Sox plus 145. Rays minus 170. You guys obviously know that I like the Rays today and think they'll beat up Nick Pivetta like they already have a couple times this season. So, yeah, go ahead and give me that Rays on the run line at plus 130. Marlins and Phillies. Can't like the Phillies any more than what I do. I mean, literally can't like the Phillies any more than what I do. So, we've seen big gaps this season in hitting. That's one of the just major big gaps today in hitting. So, Phillies on the run line all day long for me. Blue Jays and Orioles up next with an over-under of 7.5. Got the Blue Jays at minus 140. Orioles at plus 120. Manoah versus Wells. I'm sticking with the over. Told you guys yesterday why I like the Orioles. I told you guys I like the over more. I still like the over in this series, so I'm gonna stick with that. Two good hitting teams. Bullpens, generally speaking, struggling, so I'll take the over 7.5 in Blue Jays Orioles. Second game here between Twins and Yankees. It's got Joe Ryan versus Garrett Cole. I'm taking Garrett Cole. The over-under is 6.5. I'll take the over in that as well. So give me over 6.5, but give me the Yankees in terms of winning the game. Reds and Cubs, over-under of 8. Reds plus 125. Cubs minus 145. Mike Minor's on the mound. I wish the Cubs were hitting left-handers better than what they are right now. That being said, it's Mike Minor on the mound, so I will gladly back the Cubs on that money line at minus 145. Nationals and Cardinals, another game. I mean, the money line's minus 295. Of course, we like the Cardinals, but boy, are they struggling right now. What was that yesterday's score? Let me look. They only got 4 runs yesterday. They're hitting 202 right now versus right-handers. Jordan Montgomery, I'll go under 7.5, and of course, I think the Cardinals will win the game. Rangers and Astros, over-under of 8. Rangers plus 230. Astros minus 275. We talked about this game there in the second inning. I like the over, so we'll just stick with over 8 in that game and not worry about a winner. Guardians and Royals, another game where we're waiting to see Zach Greinke under 1.5 walks with an over-under of 8. Guardians minus 140. Royals plus 120. All right, we don't get the big starting pitching advantage, but we know we still get a massive bullpen advantage. Look what happened yesterday. The Guardians were able to tack on runs late, get us to cash our run line, and what the Royals do? They didn't do anything. That Guardians bullpen, holy hell is it good. So, of course, you're taking the Guardians today, and I don't even know who Cody Morris is, but I'm still going to take the Guardians today. That bullpen, holy hell. It's electric. What's that new ERA over the last 10 days? It's definitely dropped. Let's see. Unfortunately, I accidentally closed that tab. Yesterday, it was at 0.75, if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure they didn't give up a run yesterday. Let's see what it is today. 0.68. Teams are hitting 126 in the last 10 days off of that bullpen. Oh, no, wait. The Houston. I was looking at the wrong line. Wow, the Houston jumped up ahead of Cleveland in terms of those numbers. I just assumed Cleveland was on top. They're hitting 140. That's really outstanding. Yeah, give me the Guardians. No issues right there with the Guardians. And then last game here, and then we'll jump back into these questions if there's been any. Diamondbacks, Padres, over-under of 8. Diamondbacks plus 180. Padres minus 210. Darvish at home. Right-hander. Tommy Henry's a left-hander. I'm going to go with... Man, why did they have to blow that lead late? I thought that Diamondbacks pick yesterday was good. I thought it was a good one. I'll go with under 8, and Padres are the play today with Darvish at home. I don't think that's much of a... I was debating on the over or the under. I'll go under 8. All right, let's see what we got here in the comment section. I've never had a game where I had 4 bets and then 4 player props in one game, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. We got a question here. What do you think about Tottenham team total over 2.5? I'd like to see the lineups. But yeah, against Marseille at home at White Hart Lane, I like everything about it. You're going to get Kane. Of course, you'll get Son. What do we really need to see lineups for? That one's going to be tough though, man. Marseille's only chance to get a point is to keep it close and keep it low scoring. They can't get into too much of an open game, or Tottenham will expose them. So. That one's probably tough. I could see Tottenham actually winning 2-0. If you're getting plus money and you want to, roll the dice, but you see a classic, DGent. Saw a classic yesterday. I was on PSG team total over 2.5 at plus money. 2 early goals. I watched that entire game. That second half, PSG was getting forward, but not like in the first half. They were like getting forward. That's what you see in soccer. Teams get points, especially in group stage where we need 3 points or maybe we need 1 point when it becomes later on. They're working towards points, and their ambitions to go forward aren't as greater in that second half because they don't want to expose themselves on the back end. So I could see where Tottenham gets the same thing like PSG. They get out to a nice little lead and they look like they're going forward, but they're not going forward. Just watch that game yesterday with PSG against Juventus. They were not getting forward in that second half like they were in that first half. And then obviously, especially once Juventus scored, they really started to dial it back. But yeah, so it's plus 165. Yeah, if you want to take a stab at it, but like I said, I think that's how it goes. Is they get the goals, and Conte is already a defensive manager in his own right, so that one's gonna be tough today. Are we doing a TikTok live today? Yeah, we'll do a TikTok live today every day. Try and get one in. I got to do my NASCAR show at 11:30. I'm doing my NASCAR show in 28 minutes with William. We're breaking down the Hollywood Casino 400. So if you're interested in NASCAR, come join over there. And then I'm doing. Then we'll probably hit the gym. Then I'll probably do TikTok. So yeah, Tottenham to win, but I'm not saying Tottenham gets scored on. I'm not willing to bet on that, but I like Tottenham to win the game. Definitely like Tottenham to win the game, but I'm not willing to think that they also get scored on. Marseille is not a team that. Do I watch League One? No, I do not watch League One. Really, I really don't watch League One at all. So I'm not going to say they get scored on. I know what Tottenham does in the Premier League. I know how they can suffocate teams in the Premier League. So I'm not willing to say they get scored on yes or no, but I will say Tottenham does win the game. So, all right, what were my Champions League bets today? Should I throw them up on the screen? Let me see. I don't have screenshots right now. I can rifle off my Champions League bets if you guys want them. Here, let me jump on into Twitter. I'll get them. Let me jump on here. I'll get my Champions League plays here. Scrolling through. I got Ajax Rangers, both teams to score in over 2.5, minus 105. Atletico Porto under 2.5 goals at minus 138. Club Brugge team total over 1.5 goals at plus 128. Napoli against the spread, getting a half a goal. So basically taking Napoli on the double chance, if that's how your book words it, minus 118. And then Lewandowski to have a brace, if not more, so to score 2+ goals at plus 125. Yes, thank you. I may be running cold as you know what, but at least my favorite play of the day, and actually technically my 2 best plays of the day's cash yesterday, because I was on that Red Sox, as you're commenting there, Chris, which I appreciate you doing that. But when they announced the pitching change, I was kind of like, kind of cooled a little bit. So I gave out another best bet of the day yesterday, Guardians run line. So technically I went 2-0. What is your favorite one under? Which is your favorite one under? I assume you're talking about my favorite. I'll tell you what my favorite over is, and I'll tell you what my favorite under is. I assume that's basically what you're asking me. Let's see. Brewers Rockies, you have to like the over there. I mean, simply put, you have to like the over there. I like the over in Blue Jays Orioles a lot. And then I guess my favorite under, I'm going back to Mets Pirates. Even though I got burned in game 1, Mets ain't hitting shit. Mets ain't hitting shit right now. So I'll go back to my favorite under being Mets Pirates, even though I got burned. My favorite play of the day is obviously something in that Phillies Marlins game. Though. If you want to know, what's the play of the day, just, I don't know, either one. I love fading Trevor Rogers. I just gave you guys all the stats. He's been nothing but getting rocked by the Phillies. And Bailey Falter is getting the worst left-handed pitching team. I think that over 16.5 outs cashes. Of those 4, probably over 16.5 outs cashes the easiest, if I had to take a guess. But that being said, both those Trevor Rogers ones should cash. Yeah, that's the weird thing about soccer. I've been burned more times than I'd like to admit, but you see that in soccer. You're like, oh, they're gonna get a 3rd goal or a 4th goal. Depending on like what over or under you're on. And then it's like, no, we need 3 points. And the last 20 minutes, they bring on the defensive player. They bring on, a new CDM. They take off a winger for, an extra defensive player. Just, the last 20 minutes of a soccer game can really drive you crazy if you're on over. So All right, I think that's how we'll do it right there, guys. I don't know where the squirrel is. Maybe it'll be me again tomorrow. Maybe it'll be me and him. That being said, guys, a quick programming note for tomorrow. My wife wants to go to a slab yard tomorrow. I kind of told you guys when the phone rang. We got a contractor working on a new place for us. So we're going to go to a slab yard. My wife wants to do it tomorrow. I have no desire to do it tomorrow. NFL starts tomorrow. I'd rather just kind of hang out and talk sports and what have you. But I got a feeling I'm going to not lose because it's not like a battle, but I got a feeling I'm going to be at a slab yard tomorrow, so it may not be a payoff pitch tomorrow. So if you're wondering where the show is tomorrow, I'll be walking around a slab yard picking out some granite and marble and whatever have you. So I'll tweet it. If there's no show, I will send out a tweet and kind of let you guys know. But there's a chance I don't come back again until Friday. Hopefully I'm with the squirrel. Always love hearing his opinion. Love how he always brings that systems. Love how he brings always the money distribution angle to this show. So hopefully you have the squirrel back. I don't know where he is today. So let's just hope we get him back in here tomorrow. Otherwise, guys, today's the day we're going to turn it around. We had some heartbreaks yesterday. First pitch, NRFI, Brewers collapse. All right, guys, let's go ahead and turn a profit today. I wish you guys good luck with your bets. Enjoy the soccer. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the U.S. Open. I watched that Kyrgios Kashinov match, the entire match last night. That was absolutely fascinating. So hopefully you guys enjoy the soccer, enjoy the tennis, have a good day. And we guys will catch you, tomorrow, Friday, in terms of payoff. The Daily Show will always come out. If I'm at the slab yard tomorrow, the Daily Show will still come out. I'll be able to get that out done beforehand. So, all right, guys, enjoy your day. Let's cash. We'll see you guys another tape. Have a good one.